It's another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, episode 240, and I'm Dr. Neil, your host of the show. Welcome back to another special Friday edition of Optimal Health Daily, where I answer your questions. Every other weekday, I read health and fitness blogs to you like an audiobook, but on Fridays, I answer your questions that you submit via our website or via the phone. I'll explain how to do that at the end. Last week, I took a quick break and shared with you an interview I did on the Brian Copeland Show for his Motivation Monday segment. But as I mentioned, today I'm back and I'm going to answer a question about supplementation. Before I get to that, I'm going to share with you a quote that I feel applies really nicely. Quote, "The best and most efficient pharmacy is within your own system." Robert C. Peel. So with that, let's hear today's question and start optimizing your life.
Hello, Dr. Neil. My name is JD. I am a middle-aged male, avid cyclist, sometime cyclocross and mountain bike racer, and very occasionally a runner. My question today revolves around the supplement beta-alanine. I've read several reports in regards to beta-alanine and its effectiveness in buffering or slowing the buildup of lactic acid. I would love to hear your input on this. I don't know if it is useful for me or if it is something that I can negate. Thank you for your time and thoughts.
Thank you for your question, JD. Luckily for us, beta-alanine has been studied more extensively recently, so we have more data to help us make conclusions about its safety and efficacy. As always, let's start from the beginning so everyone listening is on the same page. So beta-alanine. This is actually a type of amino acid, or protein, same thing. Of course, we know proteins are important for building healthy, strong muscles, but we're learning that some proteins may have other important functions, especially when it comes to exercise. One of those is beta-alanine. JD mentioned lactic acid buildup. I'm sure you've all experienced this before. Imagine, you're sprinting really hard across a field. Besides your heart feeling like it wants to explode, your legs will start to burn at some point. This burning sensation is caused by the buildup of lactic acid. When we perform high-intensity exercises like sprints or high-intensity interval training in general, or even when lifting weights, we can experience lactic acid buildup. So you might be thinking at this point, okay, so my muscles start to burn a little when I'm sprinting. So what? I can push through it. And you're right. You can push through this. But for many people, this burning sensation, this lactic acid buildup, is the leading cause of early fatigue during exercise. When lactic acid starts to accumulate, it actually blocks the muscles from being able to access other fuel sources like sugar or glucose, for example. If your muscles don't get any fuel, you'll reach muscle failure very, very quickly. So what does this have to do with beta-alanine? Stick with me. What if there was something that could prevent lactic acid from building up when exercising? Well, scientists discovered that something called carnosine does just that. Okay, so what does carnosine have to do with beta-alanine? Stick with me here. Beta-alanine, a protein as I mentioned, helps the body make carnosine. Carnosine is our muscle's best defense against lactic acid buildup. Okay, so the theory is, if we can supplement with beta-alanine, our bodies create more carnosine, which will then prevent that lactic acid buildup, which will help us work out at optimal levels. So, the question now is, does this actually work in reality? We do find that when folks supplement with beta-alanine, their bodies produce more carnosine. But does this extra carnosine actually reduce lactic acid buildup? Available data suggests that for high-intensity exercises that last between 1 and 4 minutes, supplementing with beta-alanine may lead to modest improvements in exercise performance. For those activities lasting less than 1 minute or longer than 4 minutes, supplementing has no benefit. So supplementation with beta-alanine is really only beneficial for a very specific duration and intensity of exercise. The next question, of course, then is, what's the recommended dosage? The bottom line here is we don't know. So I can't recommend how much beta-alanine you need to take to experience this improved performance. Beta-alanine has been studied in doses of 150 grams each day to 10 grams once a month. We simply don't know which is beneficial. Some research suggests that 179 grams of beta-alanine each day is optimal, but again, it's still being studied. Now lastly, is it safe? The most common side effect is experiencing tingling or prickling sensations in the toes and the fingers. If this happens, this could mean that the nerves in the fingers and toes are being damaged. So if you do choose to supplement with beta-alanine, watch for that. If you experience this symptom, I recommend you stop taking it altogether. And please know that it may take as long as 4 months for the beta-alanine to be cleared from the body. And so if you decide to supplement with beta-alanine, definitely let your doctor know. Then, if they okay it, be sure that the supplement is relatively free of impurities. As I've said before, look for NSF or USP on the supplement packaging. If you find either one of those there, you're on the right track. But even better, go to consumerlab.com. Do a quick search using their database. Remember, they're an independent company that tests for the quality and purity of supplements. They'll charge you a very small fee for using their database, but it's totally worth it. I'm a member and I pay like $36 a year for access, and I use it all the time. Thank you again for the question, JD. You'll be entered into a very small raffle every month to win a book. And if you want to be a part of that, send me a question. We're already halfway through June, if you can believe it. So another book giveaway is right around the corner. To ask a question, come by oldpodcast.com. There's a red bar along the side of the page that you can click on and record right from your computer's microphone. It's really easy, and you can even play back your message and do retakes before sending it in. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and call in. The number is 61 I love OHD. Either way works just great. All right, that's it for Friday's episode. Before I go, wishing all of the fathers out there a very happy Father's Day. For those of you that may be living in a country where you don't officially celebrate Father's Day, maybe this weekend is a nice excuse to treat your dads just that much better. As always, thank you for listening every day. Thank you for listening all the way through. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.